I forgot that's a... But, okay, sure. I think the hat's throwing me. All of a sudden I'm starting to see myself on this video going, why in the world am I wearing a Christmas hat?
Embarrassing Christmas moment. It's very hard to embarrass me. Maybe that's embarrassing. I've probably had embarrassing Christmas moments. I just wouldn't know.
My embarrassing Christmas moment is actually still embarrassing to me today. There was this one Christmas where I'd become this big fan of Michael Jackson and breakdancing. And so I'd started, you know, kind of thinking that I was a breakdancer for some reason. One of my uncles offered me a quarter to dance for everybody. Well, that turned into, the more I danced, the more people started throwing money at me. And once I realized that I could get money for dancing, I was just like always trying to get people to like give me money for dancing after that. And so now, you know, I don't do that anymore, per se. Have you had other...
Everyone else wore the hat, yes.
Yeah.
Without a problem.
I know, I don't know what my problem is thinking about. Really, guys, I don't know why I'm submitting to do this. I'm only doing this because my boss is telling me to do this, so. What? Wait a minute.
There's something funny about having girls who can start to read. You can't get away with the things you might have used to have been able to get away with, because one time when my girls were gone right around Christmas, I knew they were coming home, so I wanted to do something special. And so I thought I'd do a little birthday card for Jesus. And I thought, yeah, it's a great thing, it's spiritual, it's all good and all that. So I wrote, "Happy birthday, Jesus," on the front and put it up on the tree, and they all came in, and my daughter was looking at it and she was so excited about it, and then she said, "Daddy, what is a birthday?" I was like, "What is a what?" "A birthday." I was like, "I don't know what you mean." So I went over and looked at the card, and I had left off the T from birthday. Kind of messes it all up if your girls can read. If they can't read, it's fine. You know, you'll be fine.
Because everything is super happy and decorated and awesome for Christmas, it makes me personally feel very, very special, because my birthday is a week before Christmas. When I got older, I always would hear people say like, "Oh, that must be really lame, having a birthday near Christmas, because you only get half the presents." And until that moment, I had never thought of that before. Like growing up, I never thought, "Oh no, I only get half the presents." I was like, the world is so happy on my birthday.
So, yeah. So, I don't know, guys. I really just,
One year, you know, we woke up one by one and ran downstairs, but except one of my sisters didn't wake up. She was still sleeping, and she slept forever. Like, I seriously think it was like 11:30, and my parents were like, "Okay, yeah, we should probably wake her up." So after that, me and my sisters kind of banded together and said, we're not going to let this happen again. On Christmas Eve, we'd kind of drag our mattresses into one room and kind of bunk together as siblings. And it made for a lot of really fun and really weird, like, sibling time. And I remember this is one moment where my sister's like crying about how sorry she was for yelling. I'm just like, it's okay, it's okay. And my mom just kind of peeks in the door and is like, what is going on in there? I'm like, it's fine, it's fine.
Well, I come from a large Italian family, and sometimes the voices get raised and we talk with our hands. My wife does not. My wife comes from a very quiet family. That played out in an interesting way one Christmas when we'd been married for a couple years, but we were Christmasing with my birth family. And my birth family, while my wife was in the bathtub, I don't remember how it started, but suddenly all guns were drawn, all cards were on the table, and everyone was just having it out. Every issue we'd ever had. She thought, from the sound of it, we were in the living area right outside the bathroom door. We were actually downstairs and a room removed. But just to show you the volume that can come out of that from her little spot in the bathtub, she's all like, there's no way I can go out. I don't even think I brought my robe in here. She could have come out at any time, she found out later, instead of turning into a raisin.
So what are you looking for here? Exactly. I did not know about the hat. This is throwing me a little bit.
This one gift I remember getting was called Baby Tumble Surprise, and It was just like a regular baby doll, but it had a weighted head. I mean, it was so stupid. Like, I think it ended up being used more as a weapon because it was so weighted that you could just like fling it and it would just like destroy whatever was in its path. So it ended up being more of a weapon, but at the moment it was like this doll that I just had to have, and it's by far my favorite Christmas gift when I think back of all the gifts I've gotten. That's my story.
When I was a kid, probably about 9 or 10, we had a little dog. It was a little Lhasa Apso, and it was the most ridiculously hyperactive dog I've ever seen and known. You'd start hearing the nails on the linoleum, and he'd like take off, run across the kitchen, through the hall, into the living room, and about 5 feet away from the tree, jump, like leap into the air and hit the tree like halfway up. And he would nearly knock the tree over. It would like, ornaments would go everywhere. He'd find the camel out of the nativity scene, grab this camel and take off back down the hall, back under the kitchen table, and sit there and like gnaw away at this camel. I don't know if he thought the camel was attacking us, or it was a threat to his existence, or it was going to eat his bone. I don't know, but it was just sort of this weird little dog that had this weird little quirk, and we used to goof around about the dog that ate Christmas.
I know. I just I don't know if I can do it with the hat, guys. I really I don't know if I can do it. I just can't do it.
Okay, well, don't
Yeah.
do it. Your hair looks fine.